Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode in this MT5 tutorial series. And on this episode, we're going to talk about the toolbar. Alright, we're going to take a look at how our MT4 toolbar looked like, and we're going to compare it to the MT5 toolbar, right? And how we can customize our MT5 toolbar so it looks similar to how we used to on the MT4. Alright, without further ado, let us jump straight into it. So I'm on my MT5 right now. This is how the toolbars look like on the MT5, all right here. Now, if we switch to the MT4, look at how they look like. Look at what we are used to, all right? Of course, the icons a little bit different. And so we want to basically have what we had on these toolbars on the MT4 on the MT5, all right? So I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you place your cursor, guys, on any of these icons, right? It can be any one of them. If you place your cursor and then you right click, this drop down menu is gonna appear. First things first, make sure that you have all these ticks on standard, line studies, time frames. You have all of these ticks, right? These are the toolbars here, right? Now you will see the very last tab at the bottom there. It's written customize, right? And then if we click on customize, this is what we are gonna find, all right? You're gonna see two sections here, right? The first one is written available buttons, and the second one selected buttons. And in between, you've got the insert and remove, all right? Now, everything that you see on selected buttons is what appears at the top on these toolbars. And then under available buttons, they don't appear. So now this is how we're gonna customize our toolbar. We're gonna do this, right? We're gonna right click on these icons, we're gonna click on customize, and then we're gonna customize it, all right? So now the first thing we wanna do, let's go back to the MT4, right? The first thing we wanna do is we wanna have this market watch appear on our toolbar, right? On the MT5. So we're gonna go to the MT5, and then we're gonna go to where it's written new order, and we're gonna right click new order, all right? We are then gonna click on customize, right? Now on customize, under available buttons, you will see it's written print preview, print full screen, and then we've got the market watch, we've got the navigator, we've got the toolbox, all right? On the MT5, terminal is written as toolbox. So we have those things. So this is what we're gonna do first and foremost. We're gonna select the MT5, left click on it just once, and then click insert. By doing that, it will disappear under available buttons. It will appear under selected buttons, all right? And then we're gonna go back to available buttons. We're gonna click on navigator. We're gonna click insert, and then we're gonna click on toolbox and click insert again. So this way we're gonna start, right? And then now let's go to selected buttons. Let's just scroll down. So do you see there we have toolbox, navigator, and market watch. So which means if they are under selected buttons, they should appear on this toolbox. So at the very end on the right hand side, this is where they appear on the right hand side, right there, all right? So now if we wanna move them a little bit to the left, if we wanna have them a little bit to the left, all right, all we're gonna do is we are gonna then click on toolbox, and then do you see where it's written up and down? These up and down buttons, this is what we are gonna use to move them up or down, right? So in this case, we wanna move toolbox up. So I'm gonna click on it, I'm gonna click the up button, it's gonna move all the way up. I wanna have it all the way up, right? There we go. It appears at the top, right? On the toolbox, on the toolbars here, you'll notice that that toolbox icon does not appear on the right. It now appears in the middle there, all right? So now I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna do the same with the navigator. I'm gonna move it up, all the way up. And then I'm gonna do the same with the market watch. I'm gonna move it all the way up like this. There we go. So now I've got my market watch right there. I've got my navigator right there. I've got my toolbox, which is written as terminal on the MT4, right? I've got them right there. So that is what that's where we're gonna start. But now if there are other icons on available buttons which you want to, or rather that you want to have as selected buttons. You can do so, right? If you want your data window to appear there, you can do so. Options, indicators, and so forth and so on. You can simply do so, right? In fact, let's also put in indicators. I'm gonna put in indicators there, and then I'm gonna put in templates. I'm just gonna customize mine, right? I'm gonna put in templates. I'm gonna insert it right there, and then I want to move my templates, right? Where are they? All right, I think they're automatically at the top. All right, there we go. So I want to move them slightly down. I'm going to do this. I want to move my indicators slightly down. I will have it right here. All right. So now under selected buttons, guys, of course, there are other things of which we will not use, like meta editor. We're not going to use meta editor. All right. So if you want to remove it, you can do so by clicking on remove, and then you will notice it will disappear. All right. It will disappear right there and then appear under available, right? Like this. Let me show you. So this meta editor is the icon that's written IDE, right? Do you see this icon with a gold bag is there? So these icons, I'm not going to use them. What am I going to do now? I want them removed. So I'm going to click on one, click on remove, go to this one, click remove, do the same with this one and that one and this one. There we go. So I've got them removed, right? Because I'm not going to use them. So you can use this to your own discretion, guys, right? But this is how you customize and have your icons right there, just like what we used to on the MT4. Market Watch, Navigator, Toolbox. This will be easier for you to navigate. All right. So I'm going to close this now, and then I have them right there. Right? So let me quickly go back to the MT4. You see how the MT4, you see how they are positioned on the MT4, guys, right? You can have them positioned like this as well on the MT5. All right. So let me try and do it. Let me see. The first one will be create a new chart and profiles. Of course, you see now this create a new chart icon is different to the MT5 one, right? But let's first look for these two here, which is new chart and profiles. So new chart and profiles is, let's see where they are. Let's see where they are. All right, it's this one here, right? Create new chart, and then I believe profiles is this one. There we go. So manage profiles. So these two, right? These two here, we want to have them at, we want to have them as the first ones to appear there, right? Because if you go to the MT4, you have these two first, then you've got your market watch, data window, and all of these, right? So let's try and replicate it. Let's try and have it the same. So this is what we're gonna do. All right. I'm gonna right click, and then I'm gonna go back to customize. All right. Remember, I'm gonna right click, even on the market watch there, right click, click on customize again, and then I'm gonna focus on selected buttons because I want to move them, right? So the first one, new chart, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to move it up. Profiles, I'm going to move it up right there. So I have these two first. And then on the MT4, let's go back to it. So I've got the market watch, data window, navigator, and terminal, right? These four. Let's try and have them on the MT5 as well, right? So I've got my market watch. The second one is the data window. So I'm going to go under available buttons, insert data window, it appears there. I've got my navigator and these four. All right, so they appear: market watch, data window, navigator. Toolbox is the terminal, right? Toolbox is simply the terminal. So let's go back to the MT5. There we have it there. And then we have this one, which is the strategy tester. If you want to have the strategy tester there as well, we're going to go to the MT5. Let's look for it. There it is right there. We click on that. So the strategy tester should be below the toolbox. All right, so they are there. All right, there they are. So I'm going to close this. And now I want to have them similar to the MT4. So now do you see we have these small dots that appear just on the right hand side of this first icon there. We've got these small dots that appear. So if you hold your left mouse, you are able to move it like this, holding these dots there, right? Click and hold your left mouse, and let us move it right here. Let's see if it's gonna move. There we go. It moved, right? So it will look like this, guys. This is how it's gonna look like, all right? So hold your left mouse, right? And then just move it a little bit above or in between the main menu and the toolbox there, or rather the toolbar, and then you will have it there. So now we have it roughly the same as the MT4. Have a look at that. So let me close all of these. Let me close all of this, right? So you see this toolbar at the very top there. We have it right here, right? Your time frames and your drawings, just like the MT4, you see how they are below. We have them right there. There we go. Then we've customized our toolbar, right? So this is where we're gonna start, all right? And then on the next episode, we'll then talk about the navigator toolbox as well as the market watch, all right? I'll catch you guys on the next one.